Springs. Really clever design. They're made of shades of orange lentils, green Italian, and Israeli ruscus. It's the concept of a citywide high school contest that was won by student Jody Chang. And Jody, I believe, is riding on the float this year along with her beautiful, larger-than-life-size creation.
There they are. They're little bobbing heads that you talked about. They're just,
Isn't that
just
cute?
in there.
Look at the tree bark. This is just so gorgeous. Glad they won a trophy. It's beautiful.
They deserve to win a trophy.
Nice job, Jody.
Yes.
And shout out to the Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts that are carrying the banners today announcing every float.
There's quite a few trophy winners. And here's a winner no matter what. These are the Spirit of the West Riders, Wild in the Wild West, a group dedicated to preserving and promoting the traditions of the old American frontier. They have the passion for all things Western, ladies and gentlemen, appearing in authentic period costumes of the men and women who helped settle the frontier. The Spirit of the West Riders represent a trip through time from the working cowboys and cowgirls of the mid-19th century to early 20th century cattlemen, and even silent Western icons are involved. And true to their name, the Riders do put on a very spirited show that includes mounted shooting and comic six-gun showdowns, and a lot of different breeds down there, from American quarter horse to paint horses, Tennessee walkers, buckskins. And by the way, the horses are all in period-correct tack and saddle.
Of course they are. Yeah. They're riding in support of John Wayne Cancer, too, so we appreciate that. Congratulations to Sierra Madre Rose Float Association for winning the Queen Trophy with this one. It's very pretty, most outstanding presentation of roses. They impress with one of only 6 self-built floats in the parade. Now that just means that there's no paid staff, there's no professionals working on this. These are volunteers. They raise the money, they do the design, they do the decorating. They did a really nice job. It's this enchanted music box featuring that horse that's magically jumped out of the carousel and is heading towards the future, his head and tail bobbing with excitement.
There's that spinning carousel that you mentioned of carnations, Italian ruscus, spider mums, and button mums. And just like the real thing, the horses go up and down in coats of shochikobai, sweet rice. They took that rice and they put it in a coffee grinder and they just pulverized it, if you will, to give it that really nice, sleek.
It's like velvet.
Yeah, beautiful. It befits, of course, our parade.
Oh, the roses
abound. Look at that.
You know, there are, according to legend, 18 million flowers in the Rose Parade.
Wow.
I didn't do the counting, but I'm taking their word for it.
I'll take your word for it as well.
And look at this. For the second time since 2020, a crowd pleaser. Listen to the Pura Vida sound of Costa Rica's Banda Municipal de Cicero. This moment is brought to you by Honda. A feast for the ears and eyes. This is a standout band with Latin rhythms, lively dance, those resplendent costumes. And let me tell you about the masks. They're wearing them on their shoulders, many are. They're inspired by their ancestral indigenous Brunca culture. You can only wear the mask on your face if you are an actual original Brunca. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at this artistry. They are led by director Elisban Rodriguez Rojas, who founded a music school in 2008 to help foster musical culture in Costa Rican youth. Again, you can hear all of our bands without narration on the KTLA Bandcamp.
I just feel so much more energy this year with so many bands and music involved.
I agree.
I feel it up here in the booth.
Well, and it's the theme. It's such an incorporation of the theme, celebrating a world of music, so many cultures, so much expression of, you know, that national pride, and so much work goes into this. 2 to 3 minutes on camera, and then they're 5 miles down Colorado Boulevard.
Sure. You know, we talked about it being a great unifier. Coming up a little bit later, we have a band from Hawaii, and there's bands from each of the islands, and they all unified after that horrible event in Lahaina, but they are all here together, performing together, and bringing us all together in one place to celebrate.
Banda Municipal de Cicero. I know they're glad it's not super cold.
Yeah, that's true. I know our next event coming around the corner, President Alex Agajanian will be so happy to know that they are a trophy winner because he is a graduate of Cal Poly, but this is the Crown City Innovator Trophy for most outstanding use of imagination, innovation, and technology. The students at Cal Poly never fail to impress or shock, and this year's no exception with their 75th entry in the Rose Parade. This is called Shock and Roll, powering the music current. Now, it has energized the musical seascape of 13 animations. They're all powered by electricity.
Oh, you did it again.
I know. Again, I told you it's an affliction. Leading the charge is a fluttering manta ray with an assist from Cal Poly's. Now listen, Cal Poly tapped into their apparel merchandising and management department to create neoprene sleeves that went over
Amazing.
the wings to give it a more fluid motion.
Look at the clamshell opening up. And
yes.
you'll see a turntable in there, the detail, and as you say, the interdisciplinary collaboration between all the schools and the excitement. You know, Matthew, who was leading their squad, was telling us all about this float. It's like a learning lab. And I think they have the biggest contingent of people working on a float from 2 campuses.
Yeah.
And they did a great job. Congratulations on your trophy. Coming up next is, as Mark said, our graduate of Cal Poly, Alex Agajanian. He is the president of the Tournament of Roses. He's so happy. Look at him there, joined by his wife, Paula. Their kids are there too, Gregory, Lauren, and Amy.
And Murphy.
Where's Murphy?
Oh, let's throw it down to Chris on the corner.
Taking my time, I like to sip like snow, kinda like tequila and lime. Let the sun set low so stars can align. I'm in a free state of mind all of the time. That's right, cause I color out loud, reppin' my town. Hey yo, if you wanna feel amazing right now, flash up your lights and color the whole town la-di-day-yo. Hey yo, yo, I color out loud, reppin' my town, for la-di-day-yo. I've been around the world, and there ain't no place like la-di-da-di-day-yo. Cause we're literally everyone under the sun. But hold up. Touchdown. Touchdown, yo, touchdown in FLL, and I'ma be like, welcome to my house, watch me take control now, this one's for my hometown, 954 we show out, welcome to my house and play my music too loud, Alexander Star style, 954 we own now, come to Lauderdale, hey, hey, and I'ma be like, welcome to my house, ooh, what I'm talking about live. Day, yo, baby, visit Lauderdale, and I'ma be like, welcome to my house, cause I color out loud while I'm repping my town, peace signs up to the clouds right now, hey, yo, la-di-day, if you wanna feel amazing right now, flash up your lights and color the whole town, la-di-day, yo, hey, yo, yo, I color out loud, repping my town, hey, hey, I said calling all cultures, when you pull up on the scene, hey, shine up through the rooftops and color out loud like la-di-day-yo, we say, hey, yo, you can color out loud like la-di-day-yo. Hey, yo, love y'all.
Big thank you for Visit Fort Lauderdale Best President Award.
Alexander Starr putting it down. Alexander! Well done, sir. Well done. Right here on TV Corner. You got to love it. You got to love the pageantry of it all. Mark and Lisa.
We felt that energy up here.
It was great, and he's so interesting. What a merge of music and social impact, and great performance of Lottie Deo, right, Chris? I saw you boogieing. I saw you.
You know what? It was so funny because we saw the float coming, and I'm like, is that him? Is that him?
Right.
And then everyone started getting really into it, and I was like, that's Alexander Starr. So we started feeling it, and you're right. Maybe I moved a foot or two here or there. Hard not to do that here at TV Corner.
We count on you. All right, things are looking great from down there. Thanks, Chris. We'll keep an eye out on the way it's happening.
That's right. So here is that float coming around the corner. This is the winner of the Past President Trophy. Outstanding innovation in the use of floral and non-floral materials. And here are our first-time parade entrants. Visit Lauderdale after that amazing performance and their tribute to all things Broward County. This is Everyone Under the Sun. It's all about the waterfront at the yachting capital of the world. Of course it is. So pull up a beach chair, if you will. Put them underneath those umbrellas made of red cranberry seeds and orange lentil. Enjoy the wildlife in this tropical paradise, from flamingos to sea turtles to a manatee on a coral reef. The beets, squash, and baby carrots are all down there, making a beautiful visual for us. And there's a Florida gator made of Gaelic leaf, whole split peas, and Brussels sprouts.
Look at the Brussels sprouts on that skin. That's so realistic, so beautiful, so painstakingly applied, one at a time by so many volunteers that love it.
They do tell us it's very stinky.
They do say it stinks. That's true. That's the one drawback.
That's all right, though. We'll let them do their thing.
But congratulations on your trophy and your first time in the Rose Parade.
I do have to mention something I learned. I think we all learned. And I'll let you say this, but there's a fun fact. You see flamingos, right?
Right.
Do you know? Let our audience know what a flock of flamingos
We're
is
so
called.
proud of ourselves. We just learned that they are called a flamboyance.
That's right.
So
it is
impress your friends by saying flamboyance of flamingos. Let's take a trip back in time now, courtesy of San Diego's Michelle McFarland and her saddlebreds from the Scripps Miramar Ranch. American saddlebreds, they're known as the Horse America made, descending from common riding horses of the American Revolution. Their saddles and bridles are adorned with one-of-a-kind Golan sterling silver. And joining us again, I think it's been his 9th consecutive year, we have our friend Carson Kressley, who himself is a world-class equestrian. He's a champion. He owns horses. He's such an aficionado and always celebrates this parade with us.
Yep, there he is in his lavender.
Hi there. Hi, Carson. The wagon with the Scripps Miramar Ranch is the one driven by Michelle. It's more than 100 years old, built by Abbott and Downing, renowned for their stagecoaches. This one was built in 1905, and it was to carry sightseers at the world's first national park, which was Yellowstone. Always happy to see them in the parade. Hope you guys are having a great new year. I'm Lisa Gibbons along with Mark Sinus.
Coming around the corner, making their 5th Rose Parade appearance, please welcome with a big aloha, the Hawaiian All-State Marching Band, Nakoa Ali'i. Let's listen. This band moment brought to you by our friends at Jerome's Furniture. The Nakoa Ali'i is made up of students from more than 40 public and private schools across the state of Hawaii. The current performers come from the islands of Oahu, Maui, Kauai, and the main island of Hawaii. Traditionally, each island does wear their own specific color, creating this really kind of unique marching rainbow effect. But you see those pink leis that they're wearing? They're wearing those today. Every band member from all islands are adding that little touch of pink to support the tragic fires in Lahaina last year. It was such a tragic event, but as we said, music brings us together. And look, it was almost a day the music died because a lot of the band members lost their instruments in those fires, and almost all of the music on a computer during that. But they're here.
Nice show of solidarity, too.
Yes.
I think it really is. And I love the kind of cultural representation we're getting of tradition and history. And when you ever see someone of Hawaiian descent blowing the conch shells, I learned something recently that's called poo. And they do that, in tradition, they did it to announce the coming of royalty, but now it's a very ceremonial thing and perfect for parades.
All right, I want to draw our attention to this float. A delightful woodland scene is Western Asset, with Together in Harmony, the theme trophy winner for outstanding presentation of the Rose Parade theme. The wildlife here is anything but, as this cohort of critters creates music in their forest home, reminding all of us that we really embrace our variety. The possibilities are endless when we do that. Our owl maestro, as you see there, feathered in rice, coffee beans and black beans, with winged buffalo, uva, and pampas grass, sings along joyously. Birds and butterflies, the fish and the frog. That rockin' raccoon that you see of fuzzy gray and black buffalo grass and mask of black seaweed plays a little rhythm at the center of the stage. A fuzzy bear, by the way, a brown palm fiber. I love the hat. By the way, that is tan raffia. That plant is native to Madagascar.
And the braiding, the detail again, the color.
Yeah, this was so spectacular to see. So spectacular to see when they were building this.
So nice to have you all with us as we celebrate 2024.
Happy New Year.
You'll trip up for a little while. If anybody still writes checks, the few of us that do, you'll mess it up for a while, but you're forgiven. It's grand to be here in Pasadena.
Are you still
Well, yes, sometimes. Don't shame me for check writing. I do.
That is so 2023.
Wasn't it? It really was.
So last year.
We have beautiful skies here in Pasadena. It's only rained on this event, I think, 9 times in the history of the 135 years. So we are not going to be one of those to have anything but just this glorious representation of celebrating the best of us. And that's what I think this parade is all about.
It really is. I love that there is, everybody can connect to something, but when the bagpipes came by.
Oh, right.
We have a friend of our family, Simon. Hi, Sam, and he's watching. He plays the bagpipes. He's plays with my son and hangs out. And a great musician.
This is a trophy winner, and you can see why. It's the Judges Trophy, Most Outstanding Float Design and Dramatic Impact. It's from One Legacy. It's both the celebration of Native American culture and a tribute to life-giving donors. They're calling it Woven Together, the Dance of Life. Showcasing the culture of the Hopi Nation of the American Southwest, the stunning scene features that right there, a Hopi butterfly dancer in full headdress. Look at that headdress. The dance is a celebration of life-sustaining harvest of corn populated by the butterfly, here with radiant wings of crushed orange marigolds. They're gorgeous. And you'll see the basket right there. They're each woven. They take hundreds of hours of labor. And the big thing is those pictures, the faces. Those are the floragraphs. They are the people who have given the gift of life through the power of organ and eye and tissue donation. So they're represented there, and then alongside the float we have the living donors, along with those authentic Hopi dancers. It's all about abundance, all about hope. What a beautiful float. Congratulations on the win.
Heralding the arrival of our Rose Court with the appropriate fanfare, here are the Pasadena City College Tournament of Roses Herald Trumpets. More than 70 Southern California musicians auditioned to join this very elite group of just 10, comprised predominantly of all high school students.
And we are pleased to present the Rose Court for 2024.
Oh, they have the wave down.
They do. These young women are so extraordinary. That is the Rose Princess, the 105th Queen, Naomi Stilatano. She's a senior at Arcadia High. In addition to her dazzling crown, she wears a lot of hats. She's a dancer, a stage actress. She plays guitar and piano. She's on the Rose Bowl swim team, and she speaks Italian fluently. And she's the president of the Italian Culture Club. She wants to study design and marketing. But let me tell you, all these young women, the future is whatever they want to make it. They're very impressive. Congratulations, ladies.
Speaking of dreaming, I mean, these ladies make their dreams come true.
Big time.
All right, it's time to call in the cavalry. The 1st Cavalry Division Horse Cavalry Detachment, led by Captain Michael Gates. Posted at Fort Cavajos, Texas, they are one of only 7 horse-mounted units remaining in the U.S. Army. Riding matching quarter horses in size and color, the troopers are outfitted in 1880s U.S. cavalry uniforms, including black Stetsons with a yellow cord for the troopers and a gilt cord for the commander. It's our cavalry. They're keeping the show off our new home and do it year-round since everything out here is blooming, so let's have a parade.
It was such a great idea. They used to call it the Battle of the Roses. Now it's this global event. And we are so happy that they kicked it all off.
I think this is what I was hearing the cheering about. Later today, their 21st bowl appearance, the top-ranked Wolverines of the University of Michigan. They took home the third consecutive Big Ten championship with a 26-0 victory over Iowa in December, finishing the season with a perfect 13-0. That's where they will be later on today, facing number 4 Alabama. The winner heading to the championship game in Houston, Texas next week. Chris is standing by on the corner with a special guest. Hey, Chris.
Hi, Mark. You know what? The special guest, Sarah Hubbard, chair of the Board of Regents at University of Michigan, can wait because I've got the band right now. Let's listen. Sarah, that was perfect timing.
Yes, it's
perfect
amazing.
timing. It was meant to be. How happy and proud are you of your university for being in the Rose Bowl?
We are so happy to be here. We love coming to the Rose Bowl. Michigan has been to the Rose Bowl more times than any other Big Ten school. We love coming here. No a better place to come and play a football game.
And you've been coming here for a little while.
We have been coming here since the beginning. We won the very first Rose Bowl. So we have been here so many times. We love it.
What do you think the fans, and here's the neat thing. Yes, you got fans that are coming from Michigan, but you also have a huge fan base right here in Southern California, don't you think?
A huge fan base. We had over 1,000 people at an event yesterday. We had 5,000 people at our pep rally. We get more students applying to the University of Michigan from California than from any other state.
That is so very impressive. Welcome. Good luck today. Enjoy the parade. And what are we going to say? Go Blue! Back to you guys.
Oh my goodness, let's continue to take another look at this incredible band with all that school spirit. Michigan looking to add another Rose Bowl win to their record. That band is firing up the fans. Check it out. Such a big band sound now. It's hard to believe that there used to just be 22 members. It was an entirely student-run organization. They didn't even have rehearsals. And now, look at how impressive they look on our Colorado Boulevard for the Rose Parade.
You know, I was sweater and overcoat shamed, I think, earlier today when I was down on there because, you know, these are Michiganders and they show up in this cold weather and they got shorts and T-shirts on. And I'm like, of course, you're from the Big Ten. They're used to the cold weather. Here we go. Returning with a message of peace and brotherhood is Lutheran Hour Ministries with Make a Joyful Noise Unto the Lord. Giant heralding trumpets representing a joyful noise of hope, jubilation, and praise. It's all covered in yellow, bronze, and orange straw flower and gold clover seed. These oversized banners with messages of faith, grace, and scripture hang over a floral of garden, red roses, white dendrobiums, yellow daffodils, and small English needlepoint ivy. All that floral decoration made possible by the pedal pushers, Lutheran Hour Ministries, groups of thousands of volunteer float decorators. And they all jump in to say, hey, how can we help?
And they have so much fun doing it. Okay, this is for you, Mark. I know how you love the Gentle Giants, the Budweiser Clydesdales. Such a familiar team in the world, such an impressive and well-loved sight. Originally, they were bred for agriculture and heavy-duty hauling. The Clydesdale originated in Scotland in the 18th century. As you know, they're huge. They're like 2,000 pounds. And if you measure them, they measure 6 feet from hoof to withers. The withers is that ridge between the shoulder blades, which is typically the standard place that you measure a horse. That Dalmatian looks so comfortable, so calm. That's the calmest you see a Dalmatian, right? Sitting up there, chilling.
Just hanging out.
Now, originally, the Clydesdales were gifts from the Bush sons to their dad. They were celebrating the repeal of Prohibition.
I'm so excited to tell you about this next float. There they are, El Segundo Little League champions.
Woohoo!
They won the championship back in August, and they're still celebrating. Up at the top left is their coach and a dear friend of mine, Danny Boley, and his parents are neighbors of mine. Anyway, it goes back. I've been friends with the family since the 90s, and it was like, there he is.
There's a great shot.
Yes, it's like knowing somebody who's won the lottery. It was such a unique experience.
I bet.
But they are aboard the Take Me Out to the Ball Game float with Direct TV, and they are having the time of their life. It's such a wonderful time for those young men.
Congrats, guys. We're so happy you're here and riding along in a one-of-a-kind 36 Packard convertible. Representatives of this year's inductees to the Rose Bowl Hall of Fame. We welcome the class of 23. NFL Hall of Famer Lincoln Kennedy is a former offensive tackle for the Washington Huskies with 3 Rose Bowl appearances, including a 92 win over Michigan. Lincoln went on to play 11 seasons in the NFL.
Absent in that car is Kirk Herbstreit. He is an Ohio State quarterback and team MVP back in '92. He is not here this morning because he is busy, Lisa, prepping for his record-breaking 16th broadcast of the Rose Bowl broadcast later on today. So let's go to Chris on the corner. Wait, another special guest? Chris, who do you have?
I have Ryan Bradley, and who is he? I'll be happy to tell you, the Vice President of Strategic Communications. Had to get that right, brother. How proud are you of Bama making the playoff?
Well, we have a very proud tradition at the University of Alabama, so there's nowhere we'd rather be on New Year's Day than right here at the Rose Parade.
And once again, by the way, the timing is excellent. The band is going by. You gotta love the energy that it's bringing to the crowd.
I mean, they're not called the $1 Million Band for nothing. The best band in all the land. This is an exciting day for us.
How many strong do you think Bama is here in SoCal right now?
I know we sold our allotment really quick, so I expect to see a large contingent of crimson and white in the Rose Bowl today.
And I'm not sure that anybody pregame or tailgates like Bama.
We get after it from the time the sun comes up to the time it goes down. It's going to be a great day.
Thank you for joining us. Give a wish before we do our cheer. Do you give a 2024 Happy New Year wish, everyone?
A Happy New Year, and as we like to say in Tuscaloosa, roll Tide!
Nicely done.
We have to get Chris pom-poms. He's such a cheerleader.
He does need pom-poms. That band is, as he said, the $1 Million Band. They are playing the Crimson Tide's fight song. Listen in. They are 400 strong. I hope you saw that aerial shot. Look at how impressive this is. Oh, they're so excited, and we are happy to see them. One of the most respected university marching bands in the country. The $1 Million Band's been a Crimson Tide tradition for 106 years, including their great color guard that we've seen there, the Crimsonettes. It's the largest student organization on campus. Love the spirit, love the pride.
And if they are indeed 400 strong, that makes them the largest band in the parade.
In our parade today, yes.
It's so great to see them here. That game is going to be amazing this afternoon.
It's going to be fierce. Alabama has been to the Rose Bowl 6 times, so they're well prepared for a victory.
Well, they had what some would consider a big surprise upset over topping Georgia going into their playoff game, their conference championship game, and boy, did they come out and they were ready to play. But they're going to be tested today. They will be tested by Michigan.
These two teams faced each other 4 years ago in the Citrus Bowl. So that was the Tide winning that one 35-16. So a victory later today would send Bama to the national championship game in Houston.
Yes. And then we'll see if it's Washington or Texas that takes on that. But really today, the kickoff, I believe, is at 2 o'clock our time. It's such a scene, too, on New Year's Day, the Rose Bowl and the the sights, sitting down in that valley. Oh, just love it when the sun goes down. All right, on that stadium, the Leishman Public Spirit Trophy goes to this float for most outstanding floral presentation from a non-participant commercial participant. It's time to get our ducks in a row, shall we say, and clean the water. The Music Alive presented by Rotary. Those ducks that you see down there having all kinds of fun, frolicking in the sun shower of white and pink dendrobiums and lunaria, reminding all of us, one of the Rotary's key missions is to bring clean water, sanitation, and hygiene education to communities that's all around the world. And there's Daddy Duck out front. He's covered in fuzzy, cut everlasting, white, with a beak of orange lentils and straw flowers, and his ducklings are playfully riding the wave behind him of piano keys made of white rice and black seaweed, dancing and singing in the rain.
And joining us now from Anaheim, California, is the Orange County Regional Mounted Enforcement Unit, Western United States Mounted Officers Association. That is officially the longest name, I think, in the parade. We're so glad to see them.
You had to take a breath, didn't you?
34 horses in this unit. It's comprised of mounted police officers from various agencies throughout Orange County. These officers and their mounts patrol neighborhoods. They partner with youth programs and schools, and they just want to positively